Recently I got the chance to review a 2021 Ford Super Crew PowerBoost. The PowerBoost is the big thing. It's a hybrid truck, so it's got close to 600 foot-pounds of torque. It's insane, but that's not the deal. It's not for well, it could be for towing, but not for drag racing necessarily. The cool thing about it is that you could run your house off of it. It's got a generator. It's got an onboard, I think 7.2 kilowatt generator, and I put it to the test. I see other people setting up their little campsites and whatever. That's cool, but I wanted to see as a work truck what it could handle, and I was very impressed. It limits probably about somewhere between 3/16 and a 1/4 inch thickness for whatever material I was welding. It didn't quite have the power to do that. One of the nice things is that when it doesn't, it just kind of shuts down and it's a reset. It's really easy to do. There's no big, gotta, pull a bunch of fuses or do this or that. It's a really simple thing. But for a guy who's doing heating and cooling, trades guys who are doing a lot of sheet metal work, up to even some iron work, but like I said, probably 3/16 about as thick as you want to go. But I ran my Millermatic 255 off it, I ran my Multimatic 220 off of it, and I ran my Dynasty off of it, and all of them ran flawlessly. So that's what this video is to show, that you can I powered my grinders. I had the batteries charging while I was using my quartered Metabos. I was, powered the welders. Everything I needed, I powered by the truck. So I was stoked to do it. I think this is kind of the future of Worksite gear, and it's gonna be a game changer. So check out this video I did. The one thing I didn't do is I didn't weld aluminum with it, which in retrospect, next time I get one, I'll do that. I don't think it would have had any issues with it whatsoever. It's just something I got caught up in doing other things and I forgot to do it. So my apologies for that, but I think you'll dig seeing how much this truck can handle as far as just running a shop and welding. I've got one of my 4.5 inch and my 6.5 inch, although with a smaller wire wheel on it. The corded versions are plugged in to the onboard generator. Plus I have a couple of my Metabo batteries charging. Looks like one's already charged. And I'm gonna turn on the welder. My Dynasty 280 firing up. I've got my bench set up to do a little bit of TIG welding. The truck will run when the generator's going, so I've got my garage door open and the fans, the overhead fans, pushing out for ventilation. I'm gonna lay some beads and grind some metal and see how this baby holds up. So I was running low on argon on my Dynasty, and instead of switching bottles, I just pulled out the Multimatic 220, and it's got argon and 7525 on it. I should say 100% argon, 7525, the C25 mix used for MIG welding. And so I can TIG and MIG with this, and we'll flip it on. See how the truck handles going back and forth with this machine. I don't anticipate any issues. So far, it's been awesome. Let's see here. Oh, that's cool. Well, basically, the twist connector is A and B together, and then there's A and B that each do 120, and together you get 240. That's nifty. So if one's drawn too heavy, you can draw from the other one and help balance it out. Running everything off of the truck. So now I'm gonna use my third machine, the Millermatic 255. It's a beast of a MIG welder. It does MIG pulse, which is, I mean, if you're not familiar with it, you do a lot of MIG welding, you should get familiar with it. Just a really clean, hot way to MIG weld. It's basically, so it's like you take a spray transfer, then you add a pulse to it so you can weld in any position. It's really slick, but this is a beast of machines. All right, so set up for 3/16. So that's like 3/16-ish, maybe pushing 1/4 inch. There we go. Let's see what happens. I ran 4 quick passes, no issues. Somewhere between 1/4 inch and 3/16 is your limit if you're using a Millermatic plugged into the PowerBoost. 3/16 is still, you're doing some work. So I wanted to see if 3/16 was the limit for the pulse for the MIG welder, what would be the limit for stick? Could you weld something thicker? And interestingly enough, it's the same limit basically. I have it set using 1/8 inch 70-18 rod on, it says 3/16 material. I'm actually welding a little bit thicker, and it and it welds great. Now here's me, haven't stick welded in a long time. And it's a little lumpy, but I had ground that corner so there wasn't a space for the metal to go. Keep filling it up and see what happens. I really enjoyed my time with the Ford F-150 PowerBoost. A lot of this video is me working, and a lot of that is I wanted to show you just how much you could do with the truck. You know, TIG, MIG, stick, did it all. Did it up to 3/16, and it really got the job done. The truck itself is a nice mobile office base. Really, it's a smooth ride, lots of power. And then you can do this. You can flat out do your work with it. So the truck is a workhorse. I highly recommend it. I think it's really gonna change. I know the term game changer gets thrown around a lot, but this is really gonna change and evolve worksite power and your ability to get things done. Check this truck out.